everybody, welcome to San Andreas. I am Constable Nicole Jones on patrol today with the National Landmark Authority, and as day breaks in the county for what is set up to be quite a nice day next to the mountain, we will go up to our car. So one thing you'll probably notice right off the bat is there's a new plugin. So a few of you might recall in previous videos me talking about how annoying it is not being able to adjust the sirens in game, because you've got to do a lot of tweaking to get anything to work. It is generally just a little bit of a pain in the ass, and of course Siren Mastery takes the pain out of that, and I've got it set up now so that it doesn't interfere with ELS, which is kind of the main problem, because Siren Master is always seen as an either or to ELS. But that doesn't have to be the case. So I've got Siren set up. We've got Siren 1. So you'll notice it has the two-tone horn in it. That is basically because this is also used as an off-road fire and ambulance vehicle. So that's why I've just kind of left it with the Whelan Beta range of sirens with a two-tone horn thrown in for good measure. I could have many more, but I mean I've only got 4 buttons on the mouse, so I can't really bind any more to it. So yes, it is set to be a lovely day here in San Andreas, which is fine and dandy, and it's our job to keep the countryside safe. So effectively we're just the rural police, so we'll check out on tourist hotspots such as here. So they should all be nice and quiet at this time of day, because it's not exactly tourist o'clock. And indeed that's seeming quite correct. It certainly looks like nobody's around, which is always a promising sign that nothing is gonna go wrong in this part of the world. But no doubt something will come along soon. Okay. Yeah, so there's definitely nobody hanging around that shouldn't be, which is fine and dandy. And the cable car's even running. It doesn't look like they are. But that's fine. We're not interested in actually catching the sights just now. We're just making sure that nobody is lurking around, possibly trying to do stuff that they shouldn't, which is fine. So we're gonna just head back down. Ah, look at that. It's probably morning now. Good. So actually, let's go find a parked car. So I've done something else. There is a new line of mods come out that's kind of British stuff up good. So if I go find a vehicle, I'm just trying to think of where there's going to be one on the route that is parked. Now, one thing I will say about what I'm about to show you is I'm slightly annoyed because it has not worked as well as it is supposed to. Oh, there's the car parked, so we'll go in here. It's not worked quite as well as it's supposed to, because it's supposed to be white front and yellow back, but it's actually yellow for both of them. And those of you may be quite aware of what I'm about to say. Look, it's British style license plates. It's not perfect, because the font's wrong and the position's off just a little smidgen. But yes, it's British style plates, which are pretty good. So I should point out straight away that there's 2 mods at work here. So the British plates change it to the GB and give it this, it's supposed to be yellow and white. And the actual registration numbers are decided by a different mod, which lets you pick the format of the registrations with quite a lot of limitations. It is a very, very basic mod. So there are a lot of things that you wouldn't see in real license plates. But yeah, so this is just even more British-ish. So if you're wondering what this line is, it's me hat. That's one thing I don't like about first person, is when you wear a hat, it kind of obscures your view, which is a little bit weird, but sure, whatever. So, set up to be a very quiet morning. Under roads. Yeah, it doesn't have any thing in the real light bar. So we will take to the countryside. Why not? Why not? Why not? Which is kind of a little bit of a mistake actually, because the anti-aliasing of the nearby grass and bushes. Is that? What the fuck? I heard screaming, but I don't see people. Okay, we might actually get a better vantage point over here. Okay, let's just get a little second. So, is there any signs of any people? No. This is uncomfortable. I don't like humans screaming in the woods. Oh, I'm dirtying up my Ranger car. I'm just trying to see. No, there's an elk running over there, way behind the trees now. But no, there's no sign of anybody running, which is a wee bit strange. There's been no 999 calls either, which is very potentially a good sign. So we'll just actually we'll go down this path for just now. So we're just going to take a little drive around, have a little scan of the bushes, make sure I know. See, there's so many. Oh no, hang on.
Citizens report a stolen vehicle on Great Ocean Highway.
It's not on Great Mountain Highway. It is on my territory. So control. This is Lima Alpha 6. Stolen vehicle reported on a forest trail. Move out the way, line. We are attempting to catch up this vehicle. And this is where 4x4 comes into its own sunshine. Oh dear. Let's maybe not park it. Oh no, that's a train line, we can't go that way. So they must actually be on the highway by now, so let's just J-turn this bad boy. That was pretty badass actually, if I do say so myself. Right, oh, suspect has escaped. Okay, right. Great. Okay, so we're now on a forest trail, and yeah, so we were actually quite wise not to go up onto the track. Move, bunny. That's not what we wanted at all. Come on, rabbit. Oh, the wild. We're the rural police, so what we don't actually want to do is kill any little tiny bunnies. Okay, well we've kind of got ourselves way off here, so let's just once again use the. Well, actually, no. I think this. Yeah. Okay. So the trail actually starts here, so we'll just come on off.
Attention Unit 1, Lincoln 18.
We have
a traffic alert
in Paleto Bay
for possession of drugs for sale.
No, that's nothing for us to deal with. Okay.
Roger, dispatch, we are en route.
So I think regular constables can be the best ones to deal with that. We should probably get on patrol again. So yes, there's another one. You can see the British-ish signs. So yes, it's 2 mods by the same people, who I'm terribly sorry I can't remember the names of, but they will be added to the mod list in due course. Meanwhile, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. And we are... What shift are we doing today? So we've only got 5 more hours to go. Woohoo! Fair enough. Now that things have started to heat up quite nicely, we'll just have a little check of the tourist hotspots, because we're basically, well, this car doesn't look like it's very well parked, if we're honest, because it's in the bike parking area, so I might consider not being too happy with it. We'll go see if the driver's about. So let's just do a quick let's just do a vehicle check. So control. This is shoulder number Lima 506, calling in a PNC check on Yankee Charlie 10 Romeo Lima Bravo. Let's see what comes back. It's untaxed. Eduardo Vergara. Right, let's just take a little appointment card here. So Eduardo Vergara. Fine. So let's now go see if we can actually find this one. In fact, actually, let's just do a name check. Eduardo. I get the sneaking suspicion I've misspelled this. Yeah, okay, hand goes down. Right, we know roughly what the name is. It's Eduardo. So the one there is. It's a shame we don't. Well, there's not a thing to like PNC description of them. Okay, well let's have a check of. Oh no, that's not what I want. So we will use the handy bed check. Dual. Ah crap, I was the wrong thing. So this is Mr. Jack Foot, who's got no license record. That's fine, but he's not the guy that we're looking for, which is fine. It's a male driver that we're looking for, Mr. Eduardo. If we can't find him, it's not the end of the world. It just does mean that we will be seizing some car. Right, okay, so this is Damien Roberts, so this isn't the guy that we're looking for. I'm effectively just using this because one thing I have noticed about LSPDFRs is it's quite difficult to actually select an individual person. So if I do this, what it was effectively properly, I could get like the whole area to stop. It's just a wee bit of a pain. So Philip Serdarev, no license, but that's fine. Okay, well, he's not here, but the vehicle is untaxed, which means there is no place for it on my roads. So we'll get this lovely flash motor taken away. So control, this is Lima Alpha 6. We've got a vehicle untaxed parked up at the the Palace Springs tramway. Could we get recovery out to get this car taken away? It's a nice car too, and if he hadn't parked it where he did, if he parked it properly, I would not have noticed it and I would not have stopped to do it. Let's just get rid of all of this. Okay, so tow truck has come along and we've got the car away, so they're just going to go. Perfect, great, excellent. So he's going.
Attention Unit 1, Lincoln 18. Citizens report of petty theft.
Potato Bay.
No. That's not the kind of thing that we would routinely deal with.
Ocean 1, we can get that.
We are just going to kind of have a little drive around the countryside again. So we've got loads of hikers moving about, which is fine. They are quite free to hike to their heart's content. Now these little winding roads can be quite treacherous. And again, it is quite a problem when we get close to the trees, because the anti-aliasing kicks in and starts making the frame rate have a heart attack. I think we're down near 20, which kind of sucks. So sorry about that. Filthy car. Oi. Silly bunnies. So what was I going to say? Yes, so the other important thing to realise is we are out looking for wildlife crime, which is kind of one of the things that we do as a police force, but also we are in a kind of touristy part, so there's lots of hill walkers, as we've already seen, and it is the height of day in what is an absolutely lovely San Andreas day, so it's very important to look out for anyone who might have fallen ill on their climb upwards. So, where do we want to... Let's head over to the tunnel. Make sure there ain't no miscreants around there. So I think the tunnel is this way. Yeah, so make sure there's nobody doing illegal activities in the tunnel. And speaking of which, this pair seem like some prime candidates.
There's like a pharmacy and a bank on every corner in the state. Yeah,
Right, let's just go ahead and have a chat with people. Hello, friends.
Citizens report a stolen vehicle in Raton Canyon.
Right, okay, so you, and let's just double check everybody here is fine.
Kiflam, citizen.
So I'm gonna do my card. So we've got Ben Walker, that one's nice and easy. Ben Walker. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got their friends.
running into me?
Friends starting to act.
Kiflam, citizen.
Friends starting to arrive. So we've got Jason Harris. Jason Harris. And the vehicle is... Oh Jesus, I can't even see the license plate. Okay.
You fucking Barney.
Sorry, I'm actually trying to just leave here just now. So we'll head around front.
Quit thinking about that smoothie and go!
Okay, I actually still can't see the plate, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So we'll just use the
Job.
plate checker. So plate check. So control. This is Lima Alpha 6 calling in a PNC check on the vehicle that we can't actually see.
Young Zebra 1, 2.
Young zebra. Oh god. Right. Okay. Well, that's fine. So what we need to do now is we'll just do PNC check on Mr. Ben Walker. Ben Walker is fine, and also for Jason Harris. If you could please do that bar as control. Valid license.
Son of a bitch!
It's not giving me a PNC result, which is kind of weird. So let's just ask control to recheck that again.
Loser.
Jason Harris. No trace on PNC, right? That's fine. I don't think it's particularly worth seeing to the friends, because I mean I think everyone is just reasonably legit. So we will let them get on their way. Thank you very much for your time, fine people. And let us. What we'll do is we'll go back on patrol. So what time is it? Ooh, okay. So we finish at 3 o'clock, and it's 2 o'clock. In fact, it's 1:45. So I guess we'll just head back down to the base, our base of operations, in what has been a very unusually quiet shift here in San Andreas. Just being mindful of the people who are out enjoying the countryside. It's been a nice, pleasant day with no glaring disasters. So we should just meander our way along here. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Things were quiet. No arrests. One car seized, one traffic stop, but sometimes that is kind of what policing is about. And yeah, no wildlife crime. One person screaming that we never really got to the bottom of, but not really much we can do about that. So we will just head back downhill. Sorry about the frame rates, it's starting to collapse just a wee bit as we get closer to the ground level. So all the hikers are fairly legit. Ooh, gap in the traffic. What time is it? Is it 1500 we're due to finish? Yes it is. Okay, right. So, the morning shift is now quite fully over. So I guess we'll just head back over to base and call it a day. A very strangely, unusually quiet shift. And just hanging on in the vain hope that something happens before we get parked up. Oh, that one was queered because it had a white backplate rather than a yellow. Yeah, so the mod that I installed, there's 3 different versions. There's all white, there's all yellow, there's white and yellow. Now I got the white and yellow one, which doesn't seem to have quite worked as well as it thinks it has. So, yes, okay, so I guess seeing as things have been a little bit quiet, I'll take some time here to demonstrate all the sirens I put in. So if I put the blue lights on in anger.
Officers report. Resisting arrest on Great Ocean Highway.
So we've been through these ones. We've got the police, which if we go to Popo. So I can't remember what this one is. I think this is the Whalen Alpha 1. And then we also put on a rumbar on it because rumbars are awesome. It's not something we see too much in the UK, but I'm actually quite quietly fond of them. It's probably about the only thing from American policing that I actually like. So that was the Police 1 slot, which is the Whalen Alpha. I can't remember if this is Whalen Gamma. So this is quite British. I can't actually remember what this is, but this is quite British sounding. And then rumbar again. Oh yeah, there's also other things. Okay, probably one of the best ones. So you've seen the one that goes to the ambulance. If we go to I don't know why I deleted all that. Police bike. So there's bike sirens as well, which is pretty cool. So if I put on this, bike sirens. So yeah, this is all pretty cool. So all in all, so the problem with ELS is when you put an ELS slot on a vehicle, it does not matter if it's an ambulance, if it's a fire vehicle or what. You can't chop and change sirens between them. Or some people say you can, the vast majority of people say that you can't. I decided not to try experimenting with it. And yeah, Siren Master is a much easier way of doing it because it's literally just drag and drop, and then you type what sirens go onto which vehicle, and it does a lot of the work for you. So I'm truth be told, I looked at installing it like 3 times before, and then you get into it, you look at the manual and you think, nope, I am not going to do that. But I eventually took the plunge after reading it. Actually, to be fair, I'm quite happy that I did. So we've got a whole bunch of sirens for police, fire and ambulance, and yeah, so that's everything I have to show you. I'm quite sorry that we had such a slow day on patrol with the National Landmark Authority, but it's the kind of day that keeps us happy because it means that some stuff hasn't gone down. So, what are we doing next week? I can't remember. But anyway, for this episode, that is everything for this episode of On Patrol with the NLA. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.